A lot of the time people are curious to know how I come up with ideas. I often think of one item and then I think of another item and I try and smash them together. It's a little more nuanced than that. You gotta figure out which ingredients go where. And today I'm taking the beloved Crunchwrap Supreme from Taco Bell and I'm gonna interpret it in a pasta kind of way. I'm making a rigatoni a la vodka, but I'm using a Crunchwrap Supreme to bring it to the masses. Tortilla, boom, we're good with that. Instead of having taco meat, I'm gonna make a meatball mixture. That's gonna be the taco meat element in the Crunchwrap Supreme. This is where things get exciting for me. Instead of using a tostada, which is the actual crunch factor in the Crunchwrap, I decided slice a thin piece of bread and make it garlic bread. On top of that, some seasoned and mixed ricotta with some Parmesan, along with some rigatoni a la vodka, and then I'm shutting the entire thing and frying it. Let's get on with the recipe. First thing, the beef, the meat, the sausage, the ground beef. Got this bag of Italian sausage and ground meat. It's kind of already mixed up together, but that doesn't really matter. Just gonna fry it up on this pan and then add more things to it. The ground beef is mixing with the onions and the garlic, and now I'm adding some Italian seasoning to the mix. Now to thicken this up, because it is going to be one of the layers, I'm going to add some tomato paste and mix it all together. I'm going to add just a little bit of beef stock. Gonna make more of a sauce and the consistency is gonna be just right. The whole idea is to make an Italian version of like a taco meat mixture, and I gotta say, I think I'm pretty spot on here. It smells amazing, consistency is perfect. I'm gonna set this aside and start making our crunch for the Crunchwrap Supreme, which is gonna be thin cut garlic bread. For the garlic butter, I'm melting some butter, mixing it with some parsley and grating in some garlic. For my crunch element, I'm using this circular bowl over here. And I'm gonna slice it as thin as possible and paint it in the garlic butter mixture and toast it for that crunch. Don't be waving knives around. Now it's the a la vodka sauce. It's gonna be unlike the traditional vodka sauces that you've seen. You're gonna make it a little bit thicker. Sauteing some onions and garlic until that's translucent, and then mixing in some tomato paste. I wanna add a little bit of a kick. And usually it calls for some red pepper flakes, but I'm obsessed with Calabrian chili paste. I'm gonna add this. Okay, now as I can see, it's getting dry. I'm gonna deglaze with some vodka. Not sure if that was 8 ounces, but here we are.
2 shots of vodka.
So I'm cooking the vodka out. Basically, what the vodka does is it adds some richness to this sauce. And when you use vodka or any alcohol in cooking, you're typically trying to cook the alcohol out of it. But a la vodka sauce is not complete without a little bit of heavy cream. Now I've already boiled my rigatoni noodles and saved some of that pasta water. You know, a little trick, if you guys don't already know this, if you're trying to thicken your pasta sauce, the best way to do that is using some residual pasta water. All right, we got some chopped up parsley in here. And now, just to add a little bit of cheesiness, I'm gonna grate some Parmesan directly in there. If you're thinking to yourself, what is this guy doing? This is not the way my traditional nunny makes her rigatoni. This has nothing to do with that. I'm making a crunch wrap, for crying out loud. No disrespect to your nunny. I love her. Before I build this crunch wrap, I need to add a creamy element. In the typical crunch wrap supreme, it's usually nacho cheese. I'm gonna keep it with the cheese factor, but instead of using nacho cheese, I'm gonna make a ricotta mixture. So I got some ricotta cheese over here, which I'm gonna combine with some olive oil, salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese. Okay, the only thing left to do right now is to make this Italian cuisine inspired crunch wrap supreme. Is your head about to explode? Mine exploded like an hour ago, it's over there. Extra large flour tortillas. So here's what the layers are gonna look like. On top of the tortilla, I'm gonna add some of this ricotta cheese. And on top of the ricotta, some of this ground beef mixture. A little bit of mozzarella. Now on top of that goes the crunch factor, which is gonna be this garlic bread. On top of the garlic bread goes our rigatoni alla vodka. I gotta make sure this thing closes, you know? One last element, you guessed it, more cheese. The moment of truth, we gotta crunch wrapify it. That is almost a crunch wrap. All I gotta do is seal it closed by frying the top. I have some of this leftover garlic parsley butter, and I'm like, I can't just leave these tortillas bare. So Pablo Picasso of painting food strikes again. Because I don't want these to fall apart, instead of painting the garlic butter on the other side, I'm gonna paint it directly on the skillet and then start frying these seam side down to make sure they're closed. Italian cuisine inspired crunch wrap supreme. There are so many things happening in here, all in the name of deliciousness, and oh, so delicious it is. From the bottom up, we have the seasoned ricotta with the sausage and beef. On top of that, some mozzarella, and for the crunch factor, a thin piece of garlic bread. On top of that, some rigatoni alla vodka, and some more Parmesan cheese. It's a cute little package, kind of heavy because of all the ingredients that are inside. Obviously, I've cut one open to show you the cross section. It looks amazing, it smells amazing, but does it taste amazing? Let's find out. There's a lot going on here. The ricotta cheese is providing such creaminess. Obviously getting the crunch from the garlic bread, and the Calabrian chili paste mixed into the alla vodka sauce is giving this a really nice heat element. Kind of reminds me like a lasagna sandwich. All in all, this is very delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this recipe. Maybe there are other inspired crunch wrap supremes you want to see me make. Leave a comment down below letting me know what kinds. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to become a recipe champion in your own home, head over to recipechampions.com for all my published recipes.